Well, I alluded to something yesterday that I got at Dunham's, and I figured I'd show you guys. I did want to say, this is not going to become a gun channel, but shooting guns is something that happens on the homestead. It's something that I used to do a lot more than I do now, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So there will probably be more videos with me shooting, and maybe if I'm lucky, I'll be able to shoot this one. So let me open this up and then I'll show you. Okay guys, so here it is. It is a Mossberg Patriot in 270. So this would be considered a budget entry rifle. There's several of them. Mossberg makes one, Ruger makes their American rifle, Savage makes, I think it's an Axis. They're all under $500. And this one, I think the retail on it is $450. Dunham's had a sale, it was $279. I think this is the same rifle that they had their Black Friday deal on for, it's like $189 or something, which I missed. But $279 is still a really good price on this. The scope is a dead ringer scope, so it's a no-name scope. At some point I'll put a new one on there, but it's got, you guys can see, it's got the rails, so it's very easy to put on a another scope. It's got the spiral fluted bolt, which looks cool, but I don't think it makes any more difference. Some people have said that the spiral helps to, so it doesn't bind up so much. And then it's got the fluted barrel down here. So, composite stock, very inexpensive, but should be, based on everything that I read, this gun should be great, accurate out to 300 or 400 yards with a good shooter and with good optics, which this is not, and which this is not necessarily. So, but I wanted a 270 so that if I wanted to go hunting up north, or if I wanted to go out west, like this could take mule deer with the right bullet, it could take bigger game. So, yeah. But I also like the idea of trying to shoot out to 300 yards, or 400 yards, or 500 yards, and using windage and bullet drop and stuff like that, and just shooting steel and kind of challenging myself. So, this gun will be able to do that. Okay, so somebody put some serious thought into this. It's really simple, or at least I think it's really simple, to put this on. What you do is, I'm going to take this pin out of here. It slides over the top of this sling stud. So that little knob that I just showed you, let me grab this quick so I can do it while we're talking. So this little part right here you could attach a swivel onto, or a sling onto. So this goes like that, and you line up the holes like that. You can see little air through there. You've got to put it through like this, and then it's threaded on one side. So what you do is you thread that in there, screw it back in so it makes a good hard connection. Let me get that in, and then once you've done that, okay, so that is on there good and tight now. It's got a solid connection. And the way they've done this is now I still have a sling stud right here. I can still attach a stud to it. What I do is I grab this on here like this. Yep, that's the one that's going to work. And then you put this piece, like a keeper ring, and you don't drop it on the ground, because that would be bad. So let's try this again. You put it like this, and then it spins on, and you tighten it up good and snug. And I don't know how tight is too tight, but you want it to have a very firm connection. So it's got a knurled, you can see it's kind of knurled. I'm just going to do it as tight as I can do it with my hands. Okay, so, and on this piece right here, this plastic piece that I'm putting on, or it's not plastic, it's metal, but it has a rubber piece underneath here, right there, so you're not messing up your gun. And then what it is now you've got a Picatinny rail right there. So what you can do is you then just use the Picatinny. Come on, get over here. Use the Picatinny that it's got, because this, if you have a Picatinny rail on your gun, this will just mount right onto it. You don't need to put this adapter on. But since I don't, all you do is you tighten this on like that. Again, I'm just doing as tight as I can do a finger, and then you push down these knobs like that, and it comes out. And now I have a rifle with a bipod on it, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed, because that is really, really solid on there. So now if I want to go to the range and, you know, and I don't have a sandbag for the front, I can just use these when I'm not using them, get them out of the way. So these are UTG bipod. I think it's their smallest one, and what you can do is, see, these will come out and they get a little bit longer. Not a whole lot longer, but they get a little bit longer like that. So you can get them a little bit longer. You can lock them down lower, depending on your preference. That keeper ring just holds them in. Push this knob and they go back down. Pretty slick, huh? That was really, really easy. A really easy mod to put on a rifle that doesn't have a Picatinny rail. But if you wanted a bipod for putting on a table and shooting rifle, you can do that. Pretty slick, huh? I think my favorite part about it is that I still have the stud there to put a sling on. So if I want to throw a sling on this rifle with this stud and that one, I can still, you know, put this rifle over my shoulder and carry it no problem. By mounting this bipod, it's not eliminating the use of that. So I think that's pretty slick. Whoever engineered that, 1, 2 thumbs up for you. So anyway,